Welcome to Self-Help with Sammy K, where I read self-help books so you don't have to. We're reading The Creative Act by Rick Rubin, and we are on chapter 5. This chapter blew my mind. Holy shit. It's called The Vessel and the Filter. So the first line that I underlined, it says, information does not enter the vessel, which is our body, our mind, directly, like rain filling into a barrel. It is filtered in a unique way for each of us. Damn. Think about it in the context of this series. The information that I read, the things that stick with me are going to be different than if you were to read this, the things that would stick with you because of my experiences, the books that I've read in the past, the art that I've experienced, the experiences that I've had. That's what sticks with me. And like with you, it would be different. Think about it. Another line that I highlighted says, our memory space is limited. And then I go on and the next line says, the more raw data we can take in and the less we shape it, the closer we get to nature. A tree sits there, it takes in information, it doesn't judge it. Oh my goodness. But nature just allows. We filter it, and that's good. That's a beautiful thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just saying that that's how we experience the world. Then I highlighted, one can think of the creative act as taking the sum of our vessel's contents as potential material, selecting for elements that seem useful or significant in the moment, and representing them. So I'm gonna break that down a little bit because I think that line's kind of confusing. So the creative act is the act of creating. It's whether you're writing a song, you're writing a blog post, you're making a video, you're painting. That's the creative act. There's so many ways to be creative. Taking the sum of our vessel's contents as potential material. That's everything that's inside of us. That's our memories, that's our bodies, that's our lives, the experiences that we've had. That's the sum of the vessel's materials. Our spiritual beliefs, everything under the sun. That's that. For elements that seem useful or significant in the moment. So I might look outside and I might see a tree and I might be like, whoa, that looks so inspiring. I want to write a song about this tree. I don't even write songs, but like I might look at it and say that because that's like in my vessel, that's like the experiences that I have. I'm like, this makes me want to write a song about a tree. Where someone else, if they might not look at the tree and have that same thought, you know what I mean? Then it says, and representing them. So then I would go on and I would represent this tree in this song because of the sum of everything in here was how I perceive the tree, and that is the creative act. Goes on to say, this is source drawn through us and made into books, movies, buildings, paintings, meals, businesses, whatever projects we embark on. If we choose to share what we make, our work can recirculate and become source material for others. Yup! At the end, I wrote down all my takeaways, my biggest ones from the chapter, and I said, no two people experience information in the same way. And if we choose to share what we make, our work can become source material for others, so we can spark more creativity and make that energy flow in the earth by sharing what we create. I'm going through every single chapter in this book and reading it, so if you want to follow this journey, go ahead and follow along with me, and we're gonna be so creative reading this.